What's going on, everybody? My name is clutchsometimes, bringing you week 1. Yeah, it's week 1 of the BBL. So, this week we're going against Sparks and his Puffy Pachirisus. We made a couple transactions. I think they're reflected in the draft analysis. So just in case they weren't, we did change Quilladin and what was the last one? Weezing for Garbodor and Noctowl. Suspect to change, maybe. I'm not feeling a couple pieces on the team right now, so we'll see. However, so taking a look, very, very quick look into the matchup. I think some of the things that, like, I know Splurge put out his power rankings probably by the point this has gone out, so big things. This team is really, really weak to grounds. Stuff like Excadrill, you just look at my team and look at Excadrill and go, man, that's a fucking problem. Yeah. That the Excadrill is a freaking problem. I hate playing. I do not want to have to play it. It's something I just really, really would rather not have to deal with. So, we have to find a way around that. Rayquaza is a problem. It's going to be a problem. It's one of his Ubermons. Rayquaza is incredibly threatening. If it's like mixed with like Life Orb Draco, could do a ton of work against me. Like Dragon Dance, like Draco, Dragon Ascent. It could be a little annoying. I do have a ton of priority spam to like help check. If I decide to go that route, so that's nice. Lele can break decently against me. On the web's potential and Rabombi, I think is a really, really big thing in this matchup. It could definitely like mess with my limited options around it, and like if he plays his webs right, I can definitely be out kind of a creep very, very, very quickly. So to be worried about that. So taking a look at my matchup, Zeraora is phenomenal. The one thing that I don't necessarily beat with my Zeraora is going to be the Excadrill and Sand, so I have to be kind of careful around that. I have to put a set that can kind of like deal with it in that sense. I have a couple decent rockers. Kamo-O looks really strong if I get some chip on a few things and I get some rocks up. That'd be really nice. I really do value rocks against a team that's like, you know, Golbat, Rayquaza, Rabombi, all very weak to rocks. Don't like taking them, especially the Rayquaza. I want chip on that Rayquaza, and I want chip on that Rabombi, so my Arceus can look better every moment. The Melodic is just that I hate Melodic. I hate playing Melodic. It's such a piece of shit. I hate it so much. My team really struggles to like naturally break it because I don't have a grass type, so it does a little bit of pressure on Zeraora to definitely break through the Melodic for this team, or at least like keep my Zeraora around so I can like deal with it. So first pawn of the team though, we're going to start off with just a very, very standard Arceus Dark. It's there to help me 1v1 Melodic. I really wanted to run like refresh recover 2 attacks, but M-Dragon talked me into Calm Mind because it does actually beat the Melodic with it's like a little more speed def. So that is exactly what we are going to run this week. We are running the very standard Calm My Refresh Mono Judgment Arceus Dark against a team with double fairies. So, however, if we get enough Calm Minds up and position it properly, this thing can pretty much just run through his team pretty well because Mega Tyranitar doesn't necessarily beat me, and I have a lot of other things that can help me deal with Mega Tyranitar. So that's gonna be the Arceus Dark this week. Very, very standard, very, very Arceus Darkish. So, from this point, I know this can be one of my big win cons. The other one will no doubt be my Zeraora, which we'll get to in a moment. But I wanted a way to support the things that like are more than likely coming to try and deny that. Potentially a potential Scarfer. Lele, I think, is likely. Rayquaza is less likely as a Scarfer, but I think it could come still. Yeah, those, and like potentially like, yeah. So that's kind of the big ones there. So we are going to bring just a really, really speed def Aegislash, Max Speed-Def, King Shield, Pursuit, Sacred Sword, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, Sacred Sword to give me pretty much neutral coverage of the entire team, and Pursuit is really there for like trying to chip down the Lele, chip down a couple things here and there. Maybe the Lele, and maybe if I can trap Gengar, that would be really, really good for me as well. So, yeah, so we trap Lele, we try to get chip on it for my Kamo-O, because Kamo-O is really good against him as well. My big 2 offensive pieces are great against him, so we're gonna try and position that as best we can. His Zmons, I expect like a Z drill, if anything. I think like an SD ground drill is probably coming against me. So, but be wary about that for sure. That's going to be the problem. That's going to be a big problem. Yes, so very standard dot spit F Aegislash with Pursuit, King Shield. Potentially try and, get drops, bait drops from Rayquaza, Megatar, Excadrill even if he wants to go for something weird. Yeah, so because I toyed with a couple of like other Aegislashes. We toyed with like SD. I think we toyed with like sub. It just doesn't fit right. It just none of it beats Melodic. So we kind of committed to it and just like said I'm gonna run max Spadef and maybe take on SparksTheGod the best I can. So Aegislash, there it is. Next one on the team though, definitely the primary win con in this game is going to be my Zeraora. Very, 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 very offensive. Max stack Adamant with a ton of speed. We out Creeper Bobby, which is great for us. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. The rest is just we have to chugged it in defense a little bit. Just about how it goes. Yes. Sub bulk up Plasma Drain is all I need. I thought about running close combat because I can like nail kills on like the Excadrill, but I felt like I valued the health recovery a little bit more. So Electrium won't miss nail kills on Rayquaza from full. So yeah, sub mainly there. If we force a switch and get a sub up, it'd be really great. I guess it kind of works with Pachirisu, because we kind of force switches on like the Melodic especially, so we can get a sub up. If he wants to go into the Excadrill, I can drain it, can bulk up. Yeah, sub also keeps us from like being immediately managed by a potential Excadrill and Sand. So if he wants to bring that, that's something I'm really worried about. So I definitely could see it. I definitely see Excadrill coming to this game. So yeah. So I'm looking at this, and I wanted to like make sure I wasn't going to lose to some like Tyranitar. So I do have I have a Kommo, Stealth Rock, Dragon Dance, Ice Punch, Drain Punch. Ice Drain is again perfect neutral coverage. I just need a little bit of chip on the Tapu Lele and the Rabombi, and maybe a little bit on the Gengar as well, and then I can just pretty well like just slaughter through the team with the Kommo. So it's pretty standard. We have enough speed for the what do we have enough speed for? I think it's Tar. I don't exactly know what I have enough speed for. I think I might have enough speed for. I don't remember having. I think it might be like Modest Tapu Lele. It's been a while since I built this team. Yeah, so it also might be Tyranitar. So no, it's too much. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure where the speed came from. I know it might be Rabombi at +1. I think that might have been it. So Ice Punch, Drain Punch, Yachi Berry. So if he's like Dragon Dance, Megatar, which I don't think is coming against me, but it could. If he's Dragon Dance, I have a really, really good out for that. So Overcoat, so I don't take sand damage. So yeah, that's gonna be my Kommo this week. Pretty standard. Not standard, I guess, but like, you know, he's a Kommo. You know, if I can get Kommo and Zeraora to break, then like Arceus should be able to win pretty easily. So at this point, I did go with I decided to bring the Donphan. We're bringing Sturdy with Aguav, so it takes down to Sturdy to get up to about 50%, because pretty much everything on this team is 2 KOing Donphan. So there was no use for running leftovers. So defense means I think we live +1 Dragon Ascent from Rayquaza always after Stealth Rock, so those are up. So I'm going to get Ice Shard damage off. 68 Spadef, I believe we live a hit from Tapu Lele. I believe we live a Psychic from Lele after Rocks, one of them. 4 is just dumping speed, 44 on attack. Just there. Ice Shard Earthquake, pretty good against the team. Again, I think it's good neutral coverage. Maybe not on the Rabombi, but Stealth Rock Rapid Spin, just good roll compression. I am bringing double rocks this week because I do very much value getting rocks up against potential Rayquaza, so that's going to be that. And our last mon on the team is going to be our Mega Slowbro. Definitely our big check, definitely our primary checks to the Rayquaza and the Excadrill. Ton of defense, a decent amount, a little bit of Spadef. The Spadef allows us to take a Life Orb Draco Meteor from Rayquaza after Stealth Rock. I believe the defense investment allows us to live a Groundium from Excadrill at full. And the last little bit is going to be chucked into special attack and speed for maybe a random attack, even though I should get literally nothing out of it. So that is going to be it for the team, and we will see you guys for the battle. So now it is time for the battle, and looking very briefly at team preview, there's a couple things missing. I kind of looked up at the team and was like, okay, Melodic, T-Tar, Lele, Bombi, and then like look at those last teams, like, oh, that's a very, very nice surprise. So instead of seeing T-Tar, seeing an Excadrill Rayquaza, we get matched with, we end up seeing the Golbat and the Pachirisu. So right away, this game becomes so much fun, so much easier for us. not having to deal with the pressure that an SD Gradium Drill can put on this team, not having to deal with the pressure that the tandem of Rayquaza Drill can put on this team with the advent of like Melodic and all that. It just makes this matchup a little bit more favorable for us. So, on lead matchup, I don't have the best leads. Essentially, I'm gonna end up leading off with my H slash. It just doesn't. It matches up pretty well. Ghost Stab is like one switch in, so if he doesn't have it, if he doesn't have Melodic out, then I can throw maybe like a Sacred Sword or something like that. If he wants to try to lead off with Tapu Lele, he has a lot of laser pressuring me, so I just kind of lead off with like Aegis, which is probably my safest lead. So we're just gonna lead off with that, and we're gonna have to load here first. There we go. So I'm gonna lead off with my Aegis slash, very, very simple lead for me, and oops, I should have watched this before. Do. First week. There we go. Of course. Sorry, I'm on different Wi-Fi right now, so this is a little bit suspect. Here we go. And we're gonna be challenged by Sparks, and good luck, have fun to him as always. So he leads off with his Melodic, and immediately I'm kind of just like, oh fuck, I hate this thing. I hate Melodic. I hate playing it. I hate prepping for it. It's just completely fat and ridiculous. I hate it. So I'm just gonna King Shield here straight away. I felt like on King Shield I didn't lose anything. I kind of get a Scout if you wanted to double or something like that very early on my potential Arceus or something like that. I got a pretty free King Shield there, so. And he does show the Toxic, so that's a fine play from his end. I'm trying to call my Arceus, and he's going to make the very nice play here. Only for the double Toxics, I am going to switch out into my Arceus. Trying to Beta Scald, see if he can maybe burn me. But he does just go for the Toxic, so that's going to be... So I'm going to be a little pressure to refresh my Arceus a little bit here in a bit. So I'm just going to fire up a Judgment. I kind of want to try and chip down the Rabombi if he wants to come in, which I feel like will probably be his best response to my Arceus. So he goes to Rabombi, and I'm just going to Judgment here just kind of immediately. And he does take about a clean 35-40% from that, gets his leftovers back. So I don't really stay in here very, very often. I just go out to my Aegis. As my Aegis is probably my best response to the Rabombi, not much it can really do to me. So he's going to show that he does have the Sticky Web, so I am going to have to so this is kind of an uncomfortable scenario for me, because a lot of my stuff, is a little more speed-based. If you saw in the builder, my Arceus likes to outspeed some of his stuff. My Zeraora, which is my win con, is very, very necessary to be able to outspeed things. And he's just going to, I'm going to go for the Sacred Sword here. I felt like there was nothing I really... there's nothing I really liked that night. I was like, man, I want to get chip on this, because I know if Melodic comes in, I'm not going to get it. So I am going to go for the Sacred Sword, trying to catch his T-Tar. So if he were to risk his T-Tar there, he got me damage for my Calm Mind Refresh Arceus Dark. So I'm going to get stance change here, etc., etc. Get a Sacred Sword, do about 20%. If that's in Melodic, so that's just a prop. That just doesn't do anything. So there's a reason I didn't run on sub SD or something like that, because it just doesn't do enough damage. So going out to my Arceus here, he's gonna Scald, just try and get some damage off on me. So okay, that's fine. If he wants to do that, I'll let it happen. I don't really think I care. At this point, I'm just going to refresh here. I want this thing not toxic for the entire game, so I'm going to refresh here. That way he can't pressure me as easily with his Melodic. So he goes hard out to his Rabombi. Fine play. We kind of do this little circle for a couple times. I kind of feel like I get more out of it. He's just kind of switching and doing the same thing. So, and he's gonna make a really good play here. He's gonna show his next move in the set, which is going to be U-turn. So he's gonna make the U-turn here. Very nice play. Very nice prep from his end. I'm going to go to my Aegis slash, which is really just a counter to this at this point. I know the Rabombi cannot beat my Aegis, and at most you saw the U-turn did 4, so I just heal out with leftovers next turn. So as he goes back out to the melodic, and I'm just kind of just like, okay, I can't let this thing come in for free on me every single time. I am going to make the play into my Mega Slowbro. I do want to, and just to trade Toxic. Mega Bro's role is incredibly diminished at this point now. I don't need it for as much. Without Rage Drill, my Mega Slowbro becomes a little more expendable. I can afford to let it get Toxic. So I can afford to let it take that damage. So he's going to recover here, and I'm just going to go for the Toxic. If he wants to let Small Lock get Toxic, great. But he doesn't have a good Toxic switch in, so it's a pretty free Toxic at this point. So we trade Toxic, we both land. So this is a little more favorable for me though, because his Melodic's really pressured by my team just to like try and check most of it. So if he has that Toxic pressure racking up on him, it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a little more difficult for him to do as such. So he's going to switch out here. I'm going to go into Tyranitar. I'm just going to, I believe I switch out. What do I do here? I believe I go to my Arceus Dark here at this point. Yes. Yeah, I switch out here. I don't want him like pressuring my Slowbro very easily, so I switch out to my Arceus Dark here. I'm just going to go for the recover. As I look at the calculus, and if Tyranitar's max attack Adam and Stone Edge, it can't knock me out, so, or it can knock me out, but it has to get a really, really high roll for max attack Adamant, so, and there's a chance I might be faster at that point, so. I recover here, and after I recover, I'm just going to go hard into my Donphan, because I'm tired of this, like, whole webs thing, because I really, really want to get my Zeraora in. And if I can find a way to get my Zeraora in, I have a really good shot at just, like, starting to run through this team a little bit. Because Plasma Drain is completely Plasma this plus Drain Punch is completely unresisted by his team, especially Plasma. Once I deal with the Pachirisus, which I actually beat 1-on-1 with my set. No matter what the Pachirisus is, I beat it 1-on-1, which is great. So he goes for the Moonblast here, and he's not gonna quite 2K. I mean, he's not offensive. I kind of go to my Donphan, like knowing with this bit of investment I have, there's a good chance that I won't be 2KO'd. So, and I'm just gonna rapid spin here. He goes out into his Tyranitar in this turn, so I'm kind of like, okay. And when I was playing this, I kind of didn't notice to the point that I was like, oh man, this T-Tar could be special, because I haven't really figured out the power of Mega Slowbro to physical attackers yet. So, but so I'm calculating as much like, yeah, I live this. I can get my rocks up. This is great for me, and I kind of risk my Donphan when I shouldn't. And he is going to be able to take me out with his Ice Beam. So, Megatar comes out, gets the Mega. Good for him. Nice. That's always it's a cool Mega, honestly. So he gets the Ice Beam off, and it's going to knock me out in this range. So. Donphan will be gone, so this is gonna make my game a little bit harder for me. So I don't have any way of removing his web. So if he ever gets his webs up and I don't have Zera, I am fucked. I am royally fucked. At this point, though, I am gonna go hard out to my Zera. I wanted to go Komodo here, but I felt like everything was too healthy. I needed damage on Lele for Green Ice, so. If I was like a standard Dragon Ice Komodo, ooh man, this would be a little bit faster. However, I got to Zera here. I'm just gonna go for the substitute. I felt like if he stayed in, he has to like do something to me, and like that's fine. But sub cover to switches pretty easily. It felt like if you wanted to go into anything, it would be the Pachirisus, so I get a sub off here. And this is a pretty free bulk up at this point. So as I get to figure out what this Pachirisus can really even do to me. Because I don't think it actually can beat my Zera, since I'm sub bulk up. So I am going to actually speed this up a little bit, because this is kind of a longer section of the battle. And you can Super Fang here. So I had to figure out this mechanic actually in game. I was like, okay, so if I get below half, this shouldn't break my sub then. So I have to sub twice. As he Super Fangs, it's going to break that is going to guarantee break my sub. And I'm just going to sub one more time. And this sub should not break me, so I sub up again, and this Super Fang will not break my sub, and it's gonna be another free bulk up. So this is a free bulk up, and now at this point, I try to get my second bulk up off him, and he gets me out from behind the sub. This is kind of a 50-50 of sorts, so I could sub again, and like that's kind of I consider two plays. I can sub again, so I could sub again, or I could Drain Punch. Sub again covered him going for the Super Fang, and Drain Punch covered him like staying in, go for the Super Fang again. Got me some health back. I felt like Drain Punch was my safest play. He could call me not going for sub and go for Toxic. That'd been a nice play on his end, but I felt like he didn't want me behind a sub because he wanted to potentially deal with me with a Scarf Lele or something like that. So I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch here, try and get some health back, try and keep myself healthy enough. But he is going to switch hard out into his Tyranitar, calling my substitute, trying to pick me off at one health. So this Tyranitar is going to drop to +2 Drain Punch at this point. So I'm like, all right, that's help. That makes my Arceus Dark, and like late game with Arceus Dark, that makes that look so much better. It's phenomenal for me now. Okay, so as he goes hard out into his Tapu Lele, yeah, in game he made this play very, very fast. So I was like, all right, this is Scarf 100%. I cannot stay in. I don't want to risk my Zera because it wins. So it wins. I have fodder, and he still has the thing I set up on like around. So I go hard to my Aegis Slash with my dedicated check to the Tapu Lele. He's going to go for the Psychic, and I'm just going to take that pretty comfortably because I'm Aegis, and he shows the Life Orb. I'm like, okay. And I'm just going to go for the Pursuit here. I want to take damage off on this Lele for my Komodo. So any low chip on Lele is great for me, so I get my stance change, and I'm going to get the Pursuit damage off this about good, clean 50% chip to this Lele. So this is one of the biggest threats to my team, just getting worn down. So he's going to let us Melodic, which is definitely his dedicated response to my Aegis. And I'm just going to go for the King Shield, I believe. I believe I go for King Shield here. No, I'm just going to hard switch here. I go into my Mega Slowbro. Mega Slowbro is just, again, it's completely fodder at this point. I have nothing that I really care about doing with this. So, and I'm going to make the double switch into my Arceus Dark. I don't want my Slowbro taking too much chip. I don't want to like throw out my bro at this point, because they can still pivot in on the Melodic and just like kind of like stall it down for a little bit, which is really good for me. And he goes hard into his Lele, so I'm like, okay, that's a little bit annoying. But as I switched out into my Arceus, I'm gonna be forced to triple here into my Aegis. As now the Sand is gone for good. I'm gonna go triple into my Aegis Slash, and he's going to make the switch into his Rabombi, trying to pressure my Arashi. So at this point, this is a really big turn for the game, in my opinion. So I didn't feel like I could let him set up webs here. He could set up webs pretty freely if he wanted to sack off his Rabombi for webs, which I thought was a decent trade for him at this point. But I'm gonna make the switch into my Zera in case he tries to get up webs, because if he gets up webs, if he gets up webs on this turn, if I get him my Zera, he kind of gets in trouble again. He can get in trouble again pretty quickly. So I go hard to my Zera. Knowing his set, I've seen Quiver Dance, I've seen Moonblast, I think. But he goes hard for the U-turn, which is fine with me. And he's going to bring out the Pachirisus one more time. So no webs are up. Zera is in. It is healthy enough. I get a sub here. He cannot break my sub with Super Fang, I believe, because of the amount of health I'm at. And this is just going to be pretty much what you just saw all over again. So Zeraora is going to get the bulk up, and so this is why I went with Drain Punch. I was kind of like debating, like, oh man, maybe I want Drain Punch, maybe I want Close Combat, but I felt like I got enough turns to make the Drain Punch recovery like really, really useful. So sub up one more time. I can't really. There's nothing I really care about doing to this. So he's gonna Grass Knot me, and I believe that's not gonna break my sub. So I woke up again. Yep. And he is forced to. He Grass Knots me again, which is I'm not sure how this works at this point. Yeah, but it doesn't break my sub, so I get a Drain Punch off, and Zeraora is gonna pick, and with a little help, that's about like not enough damage to this Pachirisus. I'm like, okay, what is this thing? So it's just super, super bulky. So I'm gonna take on one more, and I do get with the HP recovery I get from Drain Punch. I am gonna get one more sub from off the Pachirisus, and that is pretty much all she wrote at this point. As goes for the Toxic, is gonna fail. So I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch here. He's gonna go hard into his Golbat, kind of trying to bait me. I think it's just kind of a bait play. I don't really care. That's the thing. I don't care if I'm gonna Plasma here. If he goes Pachirisus and gets health recovery back, that's more recovery for my Zeraora. So this is just an easy Plasma. I love this animation on Wi-Fi, by the way. This animation is so phenomenal on Wi-Fi. One of my favorite animations in this gen, for sure. And Golbat's going to go down pretty handily to the Plasma. And he's going to some Melodic here. I'm just going to pop the Z move here. I'm not fucking around with this thing. This thing is going to die now. And that's just what I need to do with it. So, yeah. Zeraora pops the Z move. Gigavolt Havoc is going to just completely slaughter this Melodic. I actually don't know if +2 Plasma would have gotten a kill on Melodic, so I don't know his spread. I don't really know his spread, so that's fine with me. So, and now at this point, Pachirisu can't 1v1 me. Everything he has in the back is not beating my +2 Zeraora. So Drain Punch recovery here off the Pachirisu. Going to be pretty free, and yeah, that's just going to be GG at this point. He can't beat my Zeraora. This is Zeraora in a game where we got matched up in a game for Arceus Dark, Aegislash. We got matched up against Rayquaza and Lele. Zeraora's gonna get all 6 kills. Maybe Zeraora could go for MVP. I'm not really sure yet. It'll be interesting to say the least. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. When you get Zeraora in a position like this. Zeraora is just so good. I'm really excited to use it. This is like my first time actually using it in a full system. I used it in like DPL tryouts a little bit. I used it in a couple of league tryouts, but like a couple speed tiers. But yeah, Zeraora going completely ham today, and that's gonna be GG once again to Sparks. Yeah, we're gonna start 1-0 +5 on the season. So really nice debut to have in BBL Wi-Fi after a really solid showdown run last season. So Zeraora the GOAT. And that's gonna be it for this game. And I really actually am really happy with that one. The fact that there was no Rayquaza and no Excadrill was like just made this game so much easier. Rayquaza would have been a little more problematic. Potentially could have gotten in a couple other things, but it would have definitely pressured me around Melodic a little more, for sure, if he brought, like, the Rayquaza or the Excadrill, because, like, I might not have been able to trade my Slowbro for Toxic. I might have had to, but it might have, like, pressured my Arceus Dark to win a few more things as well, so. Yeah, great game here. Zeraora just completely blowing this team back, and I'm really excited for what's to come if my Zeraora is gonna step up that much in Uber's League. Man, this could be quite a bit of stuff to come. So that's gonna be all for me today. I swear IBL is coming back. I should have an upload up for that today, if not 2. So I'll see you guys then. Until next time, peace.